Welcome, guys, to I Treasure Podcast. Today, we're welcoming Vanessa to the show. She's a astrology manifestation mindset coach, and she's created a journal for us. Do you want to?
Yes. The Magically Vibrational Journal.
And pen.
And pen.
Here you go.
Yes, we have to have both. It's a pair.
Vanessa has helped a lot of people change their mindset into manifesting their dream life into reality. And hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Yvette. What an introduction. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for being on the pod.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad that after a little bit of delay, we finally got here.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like the timing is perfect.
I do too.
So I feel good about it.
Yes, definitely. Do you want to share a little bit about yourself?
So where do I start? I started off learning about astrology. I actually got my birth chart read like 7 years ago, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so I took 3 levels of astrology, 1, 2, and 3, and it really dove into every aspect of astrology. And I was like, oh my God, how can I use this to help other people? Because it really helped me look at myself in such a different way. I was like, I want to provide this to people. And so I started reading for all my friends and my family. And then they were like, you should start doing this for real people, like people outside of your house. And I was like, I was so nervous at first. But I just started reading one, and then it just kind of snowballed into reading for hundreds of people. And I do look at myself as astrology is almost like my side dish, but my mindset coaching is my entree. Mm-hmm. I really am into all things the brain and how the brain works, because I feel like the more we know how our mind and even our body works, the better we can live our own lives. So,
do you want to go into detail about like the mind?
We could talk about some stuff, you know.
Like how does it work? How can you reset your brain from like thinking a certain way?
So I'm definitely not a scientist, but I have taken a few neuroscience classes and courses online, and I don't want to, get too scientific on, the podcast, but there's so many aspects of our mind, like our amygdala. That is our fear center. That's what creates that fight, flight, or freeze. Mm-hmm. Our prefrontal cortex is like what makes those logical, quick decisions. So knowing what's firing at what moments really helps us to make decisions moving forward. And that's kind of how I live my life. It's like, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now. That's my amygdala. Like something around me is really setting me off. Like, how can I calm my amygdala? And that's where learning like nervous system tools to help calm yourself down is so vital, especially in like this kind of crazy world that we live in.
Yeah, like I recently did kombu with Dre. Yes. And I feel that when I did that, it regulated my nervous system. I didn't understand how bad I had it until the whole like medicine, and he's changed my life completely.
I love that.
And I mean, it started with you because, as you guys don't know, but I won a birth chart reading with Vanessa 3 years ago.
Yeah, I want to say 3.
And so when she read my birth chart, I had no idea what I was getting into.
Yeah.
And then you went into detail, and then you started telling me about the angel numbers, and I would tell you about the $2 story with my mom, and you're like, that's her, that's 222, and I see her everywhere.
Yep.
And so I think you were like the domino effect that like hit it.
Yes.
And
I do believe that we're meant to have many teachers in life.
Yeah.
I don't believe in sticking with one person, because everyone has so much wisdom. There's so much to learn for so many people. So I always tell my clients, I'm like, please, if you find someone that is enlightening you, that has something new to share, like share it with me. I want to know. I'm the ultimate learner. All I want to do is read and learn and dive in. So I feel like the more energies that you can be around that are positive, the better for you. Mm-hmm. So I really, and I just want to go back to how you did the kombu. Is that how you pronounce it?
Kombu.
Kombu.
Yeah.
So 2.5 years ago, I went to Mexico for a week on a spiritual retreat.
Yeah.
And I did plant medicine, mushrooms, and I also did rapé, which is a tobacco that they blow up your nose and like the whole world just starts spinning. And just how you said, like, you had all these like clearing moments. I had the same thing with the mushrooms and the rapé. It was like I was in the ocean and I was the roots of a tree and they were communicating with me and they were telling me that I was the mother. And I was just like, I got so much clarity about myself. And it's not something, and I haven't done it ever since because it hasn't called me.
Right.
At that time in my life, I literally would have dreams about it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I went on the retreat. So the fact that you listened to yourself, you felt that call, and then you went for it, I feel like that's how it should be.
Yes.
You know?
So, like, when I was going in, I didn't know what to expect. And I'm like, what do I have to lose? Nothing.
Yeah, hopefully you don't get too high.
I gained so much, you know. I haven't done mushrooms, so I'm not really, I don't know if you want to go into detail about your mushrooms experience.
Oh, wow. So we started our journey that day at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and I was journeying until about 2:00 at night.
Oh, wow.
So it was 12 hours of a lot of in and out. We first drank the mushrooms, and then after that, we ate a few because we were trying to see like our tolerance level of like how we were feeling. And it honestly was just beautiful. Like I said, I was in the ocean. I was the seaweed. And other seaweeds were talking to me. And I know maybe this sounds crazy to your listeners, but they were communicating with me and they were telling me how I was the foundation for people.
Wow.
For my family, that I was like the rock, that people came to me to, not for me to give them wisdom, but for me to provide understanding and compassion. So it's not so much about me doing things for other people as much as it is for me just being a listening ear. And I was just like, and when I came home, I was like very soft and like I felt like I was floating for like weeks.
Yeah.
And then finally I settled back into, you know, like normal routine.
Yeah.
But it was really phenomenal. It was just a week of being away from home, away from my kids, my husband, and just being with myself. As women and like as a mom, I don't get those opportunities very often. So I really recommend that if anyone has a chance to just do something fully for themselves, that they take it.
Do you want to share like your mental health like tips and tools on like the way you handle things?
I would love to. I feel like I would like to preface this by saying that I've not always been this way.
Right.
People have the preconceived notion that like, oh, she's always been positive. Like, because I always get the question, how are you so positive all the time?
Yeah.
I have like a pretty, when I was younger, like I had a lot of dark, ugly thoughts.
Yeah.
I've actually been, the reason why I created this journal is because I've been journaling since I was 9 years old. And I found some of my old journals where I was saying really terrible things about myself, about my life, how I wanted to unalive myself, how they say. And I was just now, the version of Vanessa that I am now, I was like, I can't believe that I felt that way.
Yeah.
That I just wanted to like disappear from this earth. My dad got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when I was in 7th grade. And as a 12-year, or how old was I, 14-ish, I thought like my life was over. I thought that meant my dad was going to die. It changed a lot of dynamics in my household. My mom had to be like the man. Yeah. A lot of responsibility fell on me because I'm the oldest of 3. And so I just felt like I didn't like life. I didn't like being here. It was too much. And I would write down in my journal of how I just like, I wish I could just die.
Wow.
And when I look back now, I'm just like going through those tough moments, even though maybe from the outside people are like, oh, she has it all together.
Yeah.
I didn't. What you see today is years of work. This is not like, oh, Vanessa woke up one day and she's like, oh, rainbows and butterflies.
No.
Like, no. This is years of work, years of being intentional, of really focusing on what it is that I want to create for myself.
Right.
And making changes.
Yeah.
And being very, very serious about how I wanted to live my life. And that's how I've gotten to a place where I'm the most confident that I've ever been. I feel very proud to be who I am. And if you ask anybody, especially my mom, if you ask anybody how I was as a child, I wouldn't even take my class picture with my classmates looking at me. I went to a really small Christian school. And there was like 15 of us, and we would take our school pictures in the library.
Yeah.
And I literally told the photographer to make all the kids go outside of the room because I was so embarrassed. Not because I thought anything about myself, but because I was so embarrassed I didn't want anyone to look at me smiling.
Oh.
That's how insecure I was. So this took a lot of work.
Yeah, of
and
course.
I have moments just like you and all your viewers where some days are really hard still because we live on Earth and Earth is not really conducive to human beings. I mean, literally they're trying to like make us extinct and just have robots. Yeah. If you think about it, they don't want us to live.
Yeah, I know. I think it's crazy the way it's going.
Yeah.
And then how were you introduced to astrology mindset work?
So astrology, I started following this one girl on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I booked a reading with her. I paid $550.
What year was this?
2019.
Okay.
So 2019, I had just moved back to California from New York. My husband is from New York, and so I lived there for 6 years. And I had both my daughters out there, and I came back out here, and I felt very, like, lost.
Yeah.
My youngest daughter was only 9 months old, and I was just like, what am I doing? I love my kids. I've been a stay-at-home mom since I had my kids. And I was just like, I want more. Yeah. Like I was on the outside, it looked like I had everything, but I was literally dying. Like I felt so, so empty. And so I found this girl online and her, content looked interesting enough to me. And so I booked a reading. And from that moment in 2019, I was hooked. I was just like, oh my God, like the stars, every planet has a message and a meaning.
Yeah.
I was like, this is phenomenal. And like the more I got into it, the deeper I went.
Yeah.
I read every book, I took every course, and then I wanted to give other people the same gift that I felt like I had received through my reading.
Yeah. So when you like read the birth charts, like when you're done, how do you feel?
If I'm being honest, exhausted.
Really?
Exhausted. It is, people really undervalue what I do because they think, oh, you're just talking on the phone for an hour or an hour and a half. Like, why should I pay you $250? The energy I have, first of all, I break down the chart. So like my process is getting your information, breaking down the chart, which takes me at least an hour because I really try to go into massive detail for my clients. And then after that, I'm on the phone with the client for an hour to an hour and a half, and I'm just pouring into them. I'm literally taking all of their information. I mean, some women have told me things that they haven't even told their husbands.
Wow.
That's a lot to carry.
It is.
That's a lot to carry. 95% of my sessions end in tears.
Yeah, I believe you.
It's very deep. And I try to always I feel like I'm like a light witch. I have a lot of girlfriends who are also in like the spiritual space.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, they say it themselves, they're like the dark witches, their energy is just not darker in a negative way. I'm like the cheerleader.
Yeah.
I'm just like the really like happy and optimistic one. And so I'm giving that to people.
Right.
And afterwards, I'm like, whoa.
You're drained.
I'm drained because I have to hold space for all of their sadness, for all of their fears, all of their secrets.
Yeah. That's intense.
People are like, how did you know that? I'm like, I didn't. The chart told me.
Right.
And you can go to different readers and you might get different interpretations. Just like if you go to 5 different doctors, you'll get 5 different diagnoses, right?
Yeah, seriously. That's true.
One dentist will tell me I have 5 cavities. The other one says I have none. I'm like, which one is it?
Yeah.
So
that's true.
You know, so it's exhausting. I make sure, I usually own the most amount of readings I'll do in a day is 2.
Yeah.
Just that's what fits in with my lifestyle and my energy that I'm able to give out. Because I take it serious. People are spending their money. People are trusting me with really like private information. Like I want to make sure that I can give them everything.
Yeah. So. I think you do a good job.
Thank you.
And I feel that you've done the work. And I think you're a very positive person because of like all the stuff you've gone through. And you wanted to heal and you took accountability. And I feel like you're this person because of everything you went through, you know?
Thank you. Yeah. and we all are, you know, we all are a sum of our experiences.
Yeah.
It is everything that we get to go through. People look at it as like, oh my God, I had to go through this and this is so sad and that's so hard. But like you have the privilege of living.
Right.
You have the privilege to live and have experiences that then get to make you who you are.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I always tell people, it's your perspective. You get to decide, is this terrible or is this amazing? Yes, I have moments where I'm like, damn, I really wish that this didn't happen. But then immediately I'm like, what is this trying to teach me? What do I need to know in order to move forward? Because this wouldn't have happened if I didn't need to learn a lesson. And sometimes it's hard to have that kind of attitude. It is
but
hard.
If you're not aware of it, then you can't see it that way.
And it keeps happening.
Yeah.
People don't understand that you will continue to live the same life over and over if you don't stop and take a breath. We live in a very fast-paced world, so it's like you got to keep going. And nowadays, like hustling and being overly productive is like congratulated.
Yeah, no.
So if I just sit down and I'm meditating, it's like, oh, she didn't do anything all day. Honey, my body and my mind are being massively transformed during that meditation.
And you also are big on the what you eat and put in your body. Do you want to go into detail for that?
Yeah, I've always been not like a health junkie, but I've just always really felt like I only get this one body.
Yeah.
And I also believe because I grew up with a sick dad, even though it wasn't necessarily his body, he actually had a neurological disease, that MS affects the brain. I wanted to do everything and anything possible to stay healthy. It could be most likely a form of trauma.
Yeah.
My husband says I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac. And he's right. It's because I've seen what sickness does to a person. Obviously, I know I can't control everything, but if there's anything I can do, I will do it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like today I was baking apple pies and bundt cake, literally. But I am very, very mindful. I don't drink alcohol. I might have a sangria like in the summertime once just because I'm feeling like festive. Alcohol doesn't sit well with me. I get very sad, very depressed. I feel like my world is over. Like after the next day after drinking, I sometimes see my friends who are all my age that we grew up together, and I see them in their like extracurricular activities. I'm like, wow, how do you still do that?
I have no idea. I've been sober for 8 years, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. My one friend, her husband asked me, he's like, so you wake up every day feeling good? That was his question to me.
And what did you say?
I said, of course. How else should I feel?
Yeah.
Because he drinks a lot. And so he wakes up with the pains and the aches and the dizziness and the headaches. And he's like, and I could tell when he said that, like, he's suffering. Because every day or whatever days he drinks, he's really not feeling well. So that means he can't show up as his best self.
That's true.
I want to show up every day as my best self. And I have 2 little girls looking at me. Aww. That I refuse to set a bad example. And I am not a perfect mom by any means. Oh my God, sometimes I like really want to strangle them. But I want to set a good example.
That's great.
That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I love that. That is so good. Did you want to share some personal stories that led you to become a mindset coach?
So I think like I said earlier, my astrology, so I actually started, the mindset thing started for me when I was pregnant with my second one. Mm-hmm. And so my little one is going to be 9 in June. Mm-hmm. So my first introduction to mindset or manifestation was The Secret, which I'm sure you've heard of it. And it's a lot of people's like first intro to mindset work. I'm going to share. So my brother-in-law actually was in rehab. And when he came home, mm-hmm. I hope he doesn't listen to this. When he came home from rehab, he's like, oh my God, these are the books that they had me read.
Yeah.
And he was like going crazy about it. And he was so excited. And, he was sober. And I was so happy for him. And I literally went home and ordered all the books on Amazon, like all the secret books, because it came like in a package.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. And then as I was going through that, I remember my mom having the secret DVD, because there's actually a movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Yeah. You could probably look it up on YouTube. And I was like, oh my God, I remember my mom having this. Mm-hmm. And it was almost like a full circle moment. Yeah. And so from that moment is when all of this started. And my husband always says like, oh, babe, you go from one thing to the next. I am notorious for that. But this has been my thing for 9 years. Like this has been my thing.
Yeah, that's good.
And I dove into The Secret, and then it literally just snowballed into every other book.
Yeah.
And then I hired a coach when I lived in New York. And I started working with her one-on-one, having basically like therapy sessions, but not with a therapist, which is like what I consider myself. Yeah. I don't have a license, but I really feel that I could like knock it out of the park with most people.
No, you can, because I've took a class with you. Yeah. So you do know what you're doing.
Yeah. So I feel I've actually been considering going back to school to get my degree in psychology, because I'm like, oh, I'll just have it just to say that I have it.
Yeah.
And then other parts of me is like, do I really need a piece of paper to define me?
No.
My people are going to find me regardless. Mm-hmm. So I don't think the piece of paper from whatever university is going to make people like, oh yeah, she knows what she's talking about, that girl.
Yeah.
So.
That's very true.
Yeah. So that's just kind of what got me into it. And I just started diving. And then I learned about astrology a couple years later. So then I kind of sold the readings. But like I said, the mindset, the astrology is great. It's great info. You know what I mean? It's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's really fun. Who doesn't want to sit there and talk about themselves for an hour? Who doesn't want, like, please tell me about myself. Yeah. Like I really want to know more. Right. So it's fun, but the mindset, that's where you see like real change happening. Mm-hmm. And so for me, that's like my bread and butter, I guess you could say.
And then I know you do some mantras, right?
I have, so inside my journal, I have like a page of affirmations. So I look at mindset as stages. Every client that comes to me is at a different phase. Mm-hmm. Some people are in the way beginning where they need baby steps. Yeah. Then I have some people who've been working, they've been journaling, they've been doing their affirmations, but now we need some like maybe some real science behind it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I'm very spiritual. I'm like I hate technology. My phone literally breaks on me every day. I don't know how to work a computer. I swear on my life. I hate the computer. Mm-hmm. But anything like stars and planets and like possibilities, like I love that.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
And so I break it down for people in phases. so that way it's easier to digest. I feel like if you throw too much at a client, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, it's really overwhelming. You have to be, that's why some people are like, oh, like I should only need one session and be healed.
No.
Do you take one pill and now your high blood pressure's gone?
Yeah,
no.
That's not going to work.
It doesn't work like that, you know?
No.
So I just, like I said, affirmations are part of my teachings, but it's a small part. Yeah. That's just like one aspect of my sharing with people. And again, that's to really create repetition in the mind, because you've probably been programmed to believe, even like before we started recording, how you said, this is nothing.
I should have never said that to her.
She should have never said that. You said this is nothing. You said that because your brain is programmed to believe that. Mm-hmm. And so what the affirmations do is rewire that. It gives you something new to say. Even if you don't believe it yet,
right,
you're at least using different words. And the more that you use those new words, the more that they will become ingrained in your mind.
Okay, so I wrote 3 from your journal.
Tell me.
I am healthy.
Yes.
And I've been saying that one.
Good.
I am in the right place at the right time.
Yes, always.
And then the universe is always protecting me. Those are the 3 I've been saying.
Good. And do you feel like, are you believing them?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it becomes natural. Like I tell people, it's like you brush your teeth every morning without thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
No one has to tell you, like, Yvette, go brush your teeth.
Right.
You just do it. Once you start doing this kind of work, it just becomes who you are. Like, people believe this is who I am.
Yeah.
Most importantly, I believe this is who I am. And when I kind of like have a dip or have like a bad day, I'm like, wait a second. That is not you, girl. Like, that is not you. There's like then that's when I go look at my transits, like at my birth chart, and go see what type of energy. I'm like, who is trying to mess with me today? I'm like, But I try to catch myself immediately, you know?
You know what I've been doing lately? When things haven't been going my way, or I'm running late or something, I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is the universe or God trying to teach me right now? And before I wouldn't see it like that.
Yes.
I'd be so mad. And now I'm just like, okay, what is this teaching me?
Yeah. There's no need to be reactive.
No.
Because if you take a step back, it's like, oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to be there at that time. Maybe I needed those few extra seconds to myself. Whatever it may be, nothing is good and nothing is bad.
Yeah.
Everything in this world is absolutely neutral.
Right.
Because you might think, just not to be political, because I'm super not political, some people may think Bad Bunny's performance was amazing and some people think it was terrible. It is their perspective.
Right.
And that is what life is.
Yeah.
Literally, it is your perspective. You get to assign meaning to everything.
Yeah, like you're your own director to your movie, which is your life.
Yes, you get to decide, like, this is amazing.
Exactly.
Literally. Like, even being here and doing this with you, like, I think it's such an amazing opportunity. Like, I feel super grateful.
Oh, I'm grateful that you're in my life.
You know?
You know that.
I know. And I'm grateful that you're in my life, that you gave me, like, this opportunity to come and, like, speak. And, you know, I just feel very honored that anybody would ask me that.
I feel like you have a lot of knowledge that you could share. And
thank you.
You've done the work. You know?
Yeah, and every day, and that's another thing with clients is people are like, okay, so when will I be done?
Oh my God. Never.
Never. You're never going to be done. I just want you to know you're never going to be done.
Exactly.
When your soul decides it doesn't want to be in this body anymore, then this version is done.
How do you feel about the afterlife?
I very much believe that our souls move forward. I believe... Sometimes I get a little tripped up with, like, reincarnation. Like, do we come back as cats and dogs or turtles? I feel like we do come back as other people. The kind of sucky part about life is that we don't get to remember. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't even remember when you were born.
Of course not.
You don't remember when you came out of your mom.
I don't even remember when I was, like, 2 or 3. I don't remember any of
That's
that.
so sad. And now that I have kids, it's like I'm looking at them and I remember everything, right?
Really?
Like I remember them being born. I remember their first birthday, but they don't remember that.
Exactly.
So it's like you lived so many lives. This is how I think about it. You lived so many lives, and this version is an accumulation of all of those lives. And so at the core, all of those things are who you are today. And now every day I get to add on.
That's cool.
Like every day I get to add on to more lessons and experiences so that when my soul passes, now it's going to take everything it learned as Vanessa and add it to the bunch and then become something else or someone else.
Yeah. Do you feel like when our loved ones pass, do you feel like they're with us, or do you?
Yes, 100%. My dad passed away 4 years ago. I wish maybe we can insert a photo here.
Yes.
So my dad passed away in 2021, and in 2023 I had moved into a new house, and we had a Ring camera in that room. And the Ring camera kept going off, but nobody was in there. Nobody was in the bedroom. We were all in the kitchen together. And we're like, what the heck? Why is this going off?
Yeah.
And we look at the camera, and I want to actually show you.
Yeah.
It was a silhouette of my dad. And I have a side by side, and nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me different. It was literally a side by side of my dad's white t-shirt and his arm and his distinct elbow. So because my dad's disease, his left side of his body was much smaller than the right. It was much weaker, like his arm was skinny, his leg was skinny, and you can literally see his arm and all he wore was white t-shirts in the photo. So unless there was a rat making because at first we were like, is there like a creature in the bedroom?
Yeah.
I feel like my dad was in that room. And that particular bedroom where we saw his silhouette 2 years later would also be the same bedroom that my grandma passed away in.
Wow.
So yeah, I do feel he is always with me. So when my dad first passed away, I talked to him and I was like, Dad, send me a sign. When I, not just like a butterfly, but when I see something, I know that it's you. I kid you not, in that exact moment, I looked down at because I was by myself driving, my gas mileage, said 222. And from that moment, I assigned that number to my dad. Like I have it on my necklace.
Yeah.
And my dad is always with me. He's always sending me messages, and I don't want to cry. He's just always there.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, he's always there. I got hypnotized like a year and a half after he passed away. And he told me that it was non-negotiable. He had to go. And I've had readings with other mediums, and every single one says the same thing. He had to go. My dad died super suddenly, not because of his MS. Like in 30 minutes, he just died. And he just always tells me, like, it was non-negotiable, babe. That's what he would call me. Aww. Like, okay, babe, where are you? And I feel like I call everyone babe. I call other people's kids babe. I'm like, is that bad? It's just like such a habit for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely feel, to get back to your question, I definitely feel like our loved ones are with us. If you're willing to stop and look, they're there.
I do believe the same thing.
Yeah.
I think you were the first person when my mom passed and you did the birth chart, and then you had told me that story, and then she used to collect the $2 bills, and then I started seeing that, and I was like, oh, Vanessa just opened this thing in my brain, which I had no idea. And then now all of a sudden I see angel numbers everywhere, on the license plates, on the clock, on just things.
And the crazy part is it's always been there.
Exactly.
It's always been there, but it's now your attention to it that magnifies it. That's what I'm saying. There's always goodness. Yeah. There's goodness everywhere. People don't stop to look. They automatically want to assume the worst. And I feel like that's my job, is to make you stop and find the good.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that there's more good than bad. I know there's a lot of bad things in the world. I get it. Yeah. I don't have to live in that badness. A lot of people think it's noble to like stand up. And I do. I believe in standing up. I believe for defending the defenseless. But I also believe in like spreading joy. Yeah. I always use the example, like, me being poor isn't going to help the poor people, right? Because there's, a lot of controversy around money and things like that. It's like, the more money I have, the more people I can help. Yeah. The more knowledge I have, the more I can share. The more goodness I feel on the inside, the more I can give it to you. Right. Now, if I'm mad and pissed off every day, how are you going to feel if you're around me all the time?
Annoyed, and I don't want to be around you.
Exactly. So on social media, on the news, I don't watch the news.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff.
Oh my God, I will never, you couldn't pay me to watch the news. When my in-laws come into town to visit, I hide. I hide because all they want to do is watch the news. Yeah, no. Trump this and the
draining.
And the homeless that and the this, and I'm just like, they're like, oh, but you need to know what's going on. I'm like, no, I don't. No. I need to spread the goodness that's in me because that's what's going to change the world, not to see what the president did.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a lot of negative. Like every time I turn on the news, a car crash here, somebody murdered here. Yeah. And it's like, it's too much. And I'm just like, I'm done. I don't need to be going that route right now.
And you wonder why everyone's so sad and depressed.
Exactly. Definitely. Let's see. What is something that would surprise people from your past?
Oh, man. A few things. I don't know if I could reveal all of them on this podcast right now. So I used to work at Hooters. Would that surprise people? I know. It's like something silly. I did. After I graduated high school, I actually worked at Hooters in Santa Monica with my best friend. I moved out of my parents. I grew up in the Valley, in the San Fernando Valley, and right after high school, literally like the week after, my parents sold our house and moved to Marietta, like Temecula area. Yeah. And I hated it.
That's where my dad's at.
Really? I was 18 years old. My boyfriend was back home. My whole life was there. You know what I mean? And I lasted like 3 or 4 months. And my dad was upset with me and took my car away and I had no resources, so I had to go get a job. So I went to Hooters and started selling chicken wings.
That's funny.
But yeah, I had to do, what I felt like I needed to do in the moment. So I feel like most people would be, when I tell that story, they're like, really? And I was like, yeah, really. I really did.
Oh my God. What are some key points of astrology that everyone should know?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked this because actually we have a huge transit happening tomorrow. I don't know when people will see this, but just so your viewers know, on February 13th, Saturn is going to be finally moving out of Pisces. So Saturn, just to give everyone a little glimpse, Saturn is what we call the father figure of astrology. He is the disciplinary. He is the one that provides structure, but it also can create a lot of challenges and obstacles. So it's been in Pisces for the last 2.5 years. So it stays in each sign for 2.5 years. So if you have any Pisces placements in your chart, everyone feels this, but especially people with Pisces placements. I'm a Pisces sun. My birthday's coming up, March 2nd. So if you have felt like restricted, like there's no movement, very stagnant, like literally you're trying to run, but someone's grabbing your t-shirt, that's Saturn energy. And it finally moves out of our house tomorrow. And it will not be in Pisces for a very, very long time.
That's good.
Yes. So that is a huge transit that's happening tomorrow. It's going to go into Aries. But I feel like Saturn in Aries is going to be much more aggressive, but like in a great way, where you're going to want to take action. You're going to want to have a lot of movement. It's going to give you a lot of courage and bravery. So the energy is going to be completely different because Aries is a fire sign and Pisces is a water sign. So Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the soldier.
Yeah.
He's ready for war. He's ready to fight. So that's the energy that we're going to be feeling. And it'll be there for the next 2.5 years.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really actually very much looking forward to it. And I don't know if you know, but Neptune finally moved out of Pisces as well last month. And it was there for 14 years.
Wow.
So for any of you who have felt like you've been living in a daydream, I just want you to know that that was because of Neptune.
Oh my God.
And so, yes.
What about the 17th of February? Isn't there like an eclipse?
Yes.
Okay, can you go into detail about that?
Yeah, so eclipses are very much where we have like just this surge of energy. We feel a lot of changes, a lot of movement. Here's the thing, and I know this might sound contradictory, but yes, I study astrology, and yes, I believe in the energy of the planets, but nothing is more powerful than you.
Yeah, that is true.
The moon, I know people love to go crazy with Mercury retrograde and the full moons, and I love it. Trust me, like I'm setting my intentions, I'm burning them, like I'm doing all of the things. But I never ever want to give my power up to anything outside of myself.
That's true.
So I think people, it's not people's fault. You go on TikTok and all of these things and people are like, oh, if your birthday is February, da-da-da, then this message is for you.
Yeah.
I actually had a friend tell me like to start making videos like that because I would get more views. I think I just have too much integrity. I can't do it. I just can't lie or gas people. It just doesn't feel right in my soul to do that. So anything that I share, I really, really believe.
And like, I'm glad you're not doing those because then like I'd be like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
I feel like
I feel like you lose what's the word?
Credibility?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
you lose credibility.
You do.
Yeah, and I just don't, it just doesn't sit right with me in my spirit.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people can tell if it's real or fake.
Yes, 100%.
And especially right now, everybody wants to know the truth.
Yeah.
So if you go and lie, they're going to be like,
yeah.
I'm out.
So again, the solar eclipse, you know, there is a lot of energy behind it, but it just has the energy that you give it.
Yeah.
It could mean nothing.
Yeah.
It literally could be nothing. So.
Okay. All right. So how does Mercury retrograde affect us all?
Okay. So Mercury retrograde is the great phenomenon of life. In essence, it appears that Mercury is going backwards, but it's actually not. The planet doesn't actually move backwards. It's the way the planets are moving that it gives that illusion. So when Mercury is in retrograde, we see things like technology failures, issues with communication. People will tell you, like, make sure you read the fine print. Computers will crash, like, you know, all of those kinds of things because Mercury controls technology and our thinking and our language, our speaking. So yeah, so Mercury just, it just throws obstacles at us. It gives us like more challenges. So for me, I was actually born during a Mercury retrograde. And when I first got my birth chart read, she told me that I was here to redo my speech. So I kind of got insecure about that. And even when I make content online, I'm like, oh my God, like I sound stupid. People are going to think I'm dumb. So I actually have an insecurity with speaking because I feel that maybe I don't sound smart. So yeah, it definitely messes with my head sometimes.
I think you're really good at speaking.
Thank you.
I don't think that at all.
Thank you so much.
You're very confident and your voice is very soothing. We've all told you that.
Oh my God, my voice is so annoying.
No, it's not. No, I love when you make content on your page and you tell us about certain things.
Thank you. No, I feel like the first time I ever made a video, I almost died. I was like, oh my God, I sound so annoying.
But that's everyone, though.
I know.
But like sometimes I hear myself, I'm like, oh God.
I feel like what's funny that you bring that up is like, I don't feel like a soothing person.
Yeah.
Like I'm very much like compassionate and I care about everyone, but I'm so I'm a Pisces sun, but I'm an Aries moon. So your moon controls your emotions. It's like really the director of the ship. When I'm looking at someone's birth chart, I really want to know what their moon sign is because that tells me who they are as a person. And I'm an Aries moon. I am aggressive. That is a fire sign. I am passionate. My mother-in-law one time told me, she's like, you're so overzealous. And I said, overzealous? I was like, you mean passionate? Like, because I talk with my hands. I'm sure this video, my hands are flailing. Like, that's just who I am. Yeah. So I don't feel like I'm soothing at all. I feel like I'm crazy.
No way.
Yeah, like I feel very, I'm like, damn, so. Vanessa, you are so aggressive.
You're not.
Good. I'm glad you don't think so.
No, I don't think you are at all.
Thank you. So in my book, I define the law of attraction as being the belief that positive thoughts are magnets for positive life experiences and negative thoughts are magnets for negative life experiences. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Mm-hmm. I really believe that people say like, oh, well, I think positive thoughts, but good things aren't happening to me. So there's a whole nother layer of the law of attraction and manifestation, which is called embodiment.
Right.
You have to believe that you are these things. You have to believe that you are worthy. So if you're still showing up as your old self, if you're still showing up as the version of Yvette who thinks that this is nothing, then it will be nothing. No. It will be exactly what you think it is. No, it will be exactly what you believe it is. So you have to believe that this is everything.
Right.
That this is phenomenal, that this is streaming, that this is #1 on the podcast.
Yeah.
However they rank the things, I don't know. I told you I don't know about technology and the computers, none of that stuff. But like you have to believe that inside your soul. Right. Otherwise, it will be small forever.
No. That's not where we're going with this.
No. And that's the whole point is that you have to walk the walk. You have to talk the talk. People are like, "Oh, I said my affirmations in the mirror." Yeah, I was like, "But did you believe it when you said it? Yeah. Did it make you cry? Did it bring tears to your eyes when you looked at your own eyes in the mirror and you said, I'm the most beautiful being on this planet. Right. I love myself endlessly. I am unlimited." Mm-hmm. Did it bring tears to your eyes? If it didn't, you didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Just like when you watch a movie, like a really those heartfelt movies. I cry at everything, by the way. Ooh, don't show me anything. I'm a cry baby. It's like they move you. The goal is for you to move yourself.
Right.
Can you move? Can you shift your emotions internally on your own?
Yeah.
People are like, oh, I can't afford a mindset coach. I can't afford a therapist. You don't need it. Mm-hmm. You don't need me. I'm a great tool is what I tell people. I'm a great guide, but I cannot do the work for you.
Of course not.
I cannot change your life. People make all these promises on social media. Oh, $10,000 and I'll change your life. No. They cannot.
No.
Because I can provide all of this goodness, but if you don't take the action, if you sit here, and I'm a manifestation queen, honey, like, let me tell you. But if I sit here and do nothing, if I did not get in the car and drive 2 hours today, I would not be creating this podcast with you.
Yep.
I had to move.
Yes.
You're so lucky that you get to move your body. Mm-hmm. I saw my dad in a wheelchair,
right,
unable to move his body, and it just become nothing over time. Yeah. You are so lucky that you get to walk and talk and lift and squat.
Yeah.
You know how many people would die to be in your shoes?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. And so that's the main part of manifestation or the law of attraction is really embodying it. Start dressing cuter. Start putting your makeup on. You know, I've been a stay-at-home mom. My oldest daughter will be 13 this year. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 13 years. Sometimes you can get into like a little slump where it's like, okay, I'm just wearing sweats and my hair's in a bun and I haven't washed my hair in a week. Is that how your best version of yourself shows up?
No.
If that's truly how you feel your best, if you really inside your soul feel really good like that, then more power to you. But I can guarantee that most people don't. They feel like a slob. They feel messy. They want to be cute. They want to feel women. Like we want to feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
You got to get up.
Yep.
You got to wash your hair. You got to put your makeup on. You got to put your little outfit together. Even if it's from Amazon, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Don't let the... you know, these influencers on Instagram make you feel like, oh, but I don't have that. Like, I can't be like that. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Your own version.
Right. That's true.
So I just think embodiment is just really, really important. And I feel like a lot of people don't practice that.
Yeah.
They want to journal, and journaling is amazing. And it's actually scientifically proven to help your mental health. But you have to do the work. You got to show up. So I know you wanted me to share what I wrote in my journal, the 10 things, the 10 ways to make law of attraction work for you. So the first thing I wrote was releasing all limiting beliefs. So letting go of those thoughts that no longer serve you. Like, I'm too small. No one's going to watch this. We got to let those things go. Being patient. People want the manifestation right now. It needs to happen. Why isn't it happening? Because you're acting like you don't have it. So you're actually pushing it further away. That's literally what you're doing. Do not fear the future. A lot of people have anxiety these days. I mean, I could literally tell you almost all of my mom friends are on some sort of antidepressant, some sort of medication.
Yeah.
I knock on wood that I am not there. Sometimes I've had moments where I'm like, maybe I do need something. But I continue with my mindset work, and not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just really proud of myself that, like, I put in the work to overcome my challenges, because trust me, I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Taking action. Again, you have to get up and do the work. There's just no bypassing that.
Yeah.
Staying consistent, also huge. It's great. People are like, oh, Vanessa, I did the meditation that you sent over. I'm like, oh, that's so amazing. They're like, oh, but nothing happened after. I was like, oh, how many times have you been doing it? Oh, just the one time. What? What? You don't just brush your teeth one time and for the rest of your life your breath doesn't stink? Like, what?
Yeah.
You have to stay consistent. This is an everyday thing. You wash your ass every day, I hope. You have to do the work every day.
No, it's true.
Like, please stop trying to tell me that you're, like, bypassing. Letting go, that's also huge. Let go. Yes. There are so many people who've taken advantage of me, who've stolen from me. You have to move on. You have to be willing to let it go and move forward. Otherwise, you will continue living that past story over and over again.
Can we like go into that a little bit?
Yes.
Because I feel that is like the number one thing to change your life. You have to let go of the past. You have to change and let go of the way you think. And you gotta like move. Otherwise, things are just not gonna change.
I was actually having this conversation with my husband literally today because I've been through some things the last 2 years with my family. And I told my husband, I said, I have two choices. I either forgive and let the past be what it is and try to move forward on a new journey, or I say, fuck it, and then never speak to them again. Those are my two choices, I feel. There is no in between.
Yep.
Because you can't bounce back and forth because it creates too much turmoil inside.
Yes. That is so true.
So I just believe if you want to be free, let it go. Let it go. Because there is no other way around.
No.
Trying to prove your point, having the last word, being the right one, everyone's going to have their perspective. Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks that they're right. That's why the world looks the way it does.
Right.
Right? Because everyone believes that they're right. Yeah. Why can't you look at someone and be like, I see you as a human?
Right.
We all make mistakes. We all falter. Mm-hmm. I choose to forgive you because I would want someone to forgive me.
Yes.
Because I'm a person and I know I've made mistakes. Yep. And the same forgiveness that I would want to be awarded, I want to also give that to someone else.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
And so, and this is so like cliche, but I tell my kids every day before they go to school, remember, treat others how you want to be treated. Mm-hmm. It's so simple. It is so simple, and yet I feel like nobody follows it.
You know, my mom like raised me that way.
And that's beautiful, and that's probably why you came out so amazing.
Aw,
literally. You know, because it's so amateur. Yeah. Literally, it sounds like a little kid saying it, but it's so true. If we all simply treated other people the way we wanted to be treated, all of the problems in the world would be gone.
That is true.
So that's literally what I say to my kids every single morning as they're getting out of the car to go to school.
I love that.
The next thing is say no more often. This is something that I've had to learn painfully.
Yeah.
I literally had no boundaries.
Yes.
None. I've been taken advantage of by every single person in my life. And when I started saying no, people started getting mad. Really mad. All of a sudden, Vanessa's a bitch. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Vanessa's an asshole. Vanessa thinks she's better than everybody. If that's how you feel about me, that's how you feel about me. That's not how I feel about myself. And I had to learn to set strict boundaries with people because I kept getting disappointed by everyone. So yes, saying no more often is a skill in itself. Don't be doubtful. Mm-hmm. Again, believing. Yeah. So I have a tattoo on my foot that I got done. I'm 38. So when I was like 20. And it says believe. Who would have known that 20-year-old Vanessa would live by that word?
Wow.
I live by the word believe. Yeah. I literally got it because someone that I was on that trip with, we wanted to get matching tattoos.
Yeah.
And I brought a book with me. I was in Miami and I brought a book with me in the, how do you call it? The book holder? Not the book holder, the bookmark. Uh-huh. The bookmark said believe and it had like a Bible verse on it. Yeah. And so when I was there, I was like, I don't know what to get. And I was like, oh, my bookmark says believe. Just put believe. And now my whole life is centered around believing. Believing in myself, believing in other people. And I was like, oh my God, it was like an omen. Like it was like a sign years and years before that I would live this way.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So don't be doubtful. Always believe. Using positive affirmations or mantras. Again, I just feel like it's a good way to like get you in the mood. You know, like when you turn on like a good song and the beat starts slow and then it builds and then you want to dance. That's how I feel like affirmations are. It's like we start small and then we build to the big stuff.
Yeah.
And then the last one, which is I think the most important, is practice gratitude.
Yes, that's a big one.
Just being really, really grateful because life could be so different. Yeah. Life could be so different. I've seen people like lose their lives in a car accident, or one of my daughter's teammates, the older brother who was only 12 died of cancer. Wow. 12. That's anything sad. At any moment, even when my kids are frustrating me, I'm like, oh my God, thank you for these kids. They made me who I am. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for me having kids, I don't know if I would be this person. They make me want to be a better person.
That's great, though. I love that.
Yeah. I want to be everything I do, and the words that come out of my mouth, I'm like, if Jewel listened to me, like, how would that make her feel? Or what would she think? That's how I feel about my kids. Like, they are the true, like, pushing force behind me wanting to be, like, the best person that I can be. Because I want them to be the best people that they can be. You know?
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
So yeah.
I feel like my mom was like that. She always wanted like the best for us, you know?
Yeah. That's
so when you
mother's
say that,
love.
like I totally remember my mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what mothers, I want my kids to be way better than me.
Yeah, she would always say that.
You want them to have a better life.
Yeah.
You want them to have better experiences.
Yes.
And I feel like if I could be the best version of myself to help them.
Right.
When my kids come up to me, my 8-year-old, she's like from another planet. Truly. When she comes up to me and she tells me things like, Mommy, you're the most positive person in the world.
Yeah.
Mommy, you're so amazing because you always see the good in everything. I'm like, what? She believes that.
Yeah.
And that carries on to her day and to her friendships. The amount of people of like friends, the parents of like her friends that text me and say, oh my God, your daughter is so special. She's so patient. She's so helpful. I'm just like, I don't feel like I did that. I just feel like that is who she is. But my husband reminds me that it's my energy.
Yes.
That like helps her to be that person. Mm-hmm. So if me being this way allows her to be that way, then sign me up every day.
Oh, I love that. That is so beautiful.
I just, try to be very mindful. Trust me, I have my faults, but I try.
We all do, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you want to play a little game with me?
Oh,
getting to know you more?
Yes, I love games.
Okay, so it's like a game called Would You Rather?
Okay.
Getting to know more about yourself. Do you like to drink coffee or drink tea?
Tea.
What kind of tea?
Anything that's decaf, so I cannot have any caffeine.
Really?
Like, none. I've never had a cup of coffee in my life.
Wow.
Never.
How is that?
I know, and people are like, my husband is like, you have the most energy of anyone I've ever met, and you don't do any drugs or drink coffee. I was like, I know. It's because the universe provides me with this energy.
That's awesome.
Literally.
Do you sleep in late or do you wake up early?
5 a.m. You can go check my phone right now. Literally, I am a 5 a.m. girl.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just, I like to wake up before the house wakes up, so I can like ease into the morning. Otherwise, I'm like, shaking. So I feel like that's also a big thing for me, being very mindful before this day takes over. I set my intention.
Yeah. And then, do you watch a movie or do you read a book?
Oh, read books, honey.
What's your number one book?
Oh, all of them. That's what my husband. That's what my husband would say.
Your
literally.
top 5, then.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so anything like Dr. Joe Dispenza, I love him. Don't tell my husband. Dr. Joe, I love. What's his name? Not Dwayne. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. He's already passed away. I'll have to tell you later. I can't remember off the top of my head. I love all mindset books, literally. Anything self-help. I love Abraham Hicks. Anything in that realm where it's like learning about the brain. I love them.
Have you read Let Them by Mel Robbins?
You know what? I haven't, but I know you mentioned that. Yeah. I do like Mel Robbins,
yeah, I love her too.
Yeah, but no, I haven't actually had the time to read that one. Right. I have so many books, and then I buy more, and my husband's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I know, I just need to have it." I'm like an anti-hoarder, like really an anti-hoarder, but I am a hoarder of books. My oldest is like, "Do you need all these books?" I'm like, "Absolutely, yes, I do." So.
That's awesome. Do you cook dinner or do you rather dine out?
Lately I've been cooking for the past year and a half, cooking a lot at home. I noticed that when I go out to eat, my stomach does not agree. I just don't feel my best. I feel heavy. I feel super bloated. So definitely cooking at home. Yes. You can ask anyone. I'm like a ground turkey and sweet potatoes girl. So.
And then chocolate or vanilla flavor?
Oh my God, chocolate all day, honey. Yes.
Chocolate.
I am a chocolate fiend. I love chocolate. And I love dark chocolate. My husband makes fun of me. He's like, "You like the worst chocolate." I'm like, "What?" It's so good.
Live in the country or live in the city?
Oh, it really depends. my soul is like, I'm a Taurus rising, so I love earth. Like, I love material. I really do. Like, that's just, and I'm not like ashamed to say it. I love things. But then my Pisces sun is like, wants to be isolated and in solitude. I don't know. I'm like a half and half. I don't want to be all by myself. It's kind of scary in the country. Like, I want to be around people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm in both.
Do you like to stay home or go out?
Every now and then, it's okay to go out, like a nice dinner, something like that. But, honey, I'm getting a little old. I like to be home. I would be in bed right now if I wasn't here, literally.
Beach or mountains?
Oh, beach all day. I want my husband to buy a house by the ocean. That's like my next manifestation.
And then sushi or pasta?
Oh, pasta. Yes. I do like sushi, but not the way I love pasta. I'm actually learning how to speak Italian.
Really?
Yes, I've been doing it on Duolingo. I'm almost at 400 straight days.
Talk to me a little bit.
Okay, so just so your viewers know, so if you look at me, what nationality do you think I am?
Well, I already know what you are.
Okay, but if you didn't know, what would you...
you kind of look Italian.
Okay, so I am Cuban. My mom and dad both born in Cuba. My all grandparents also born in Cuba. I did 23andMe.
Yeah.
And I found out that I'm only 4% Cuban. 4%?
Then what is the rest?
I'm Spanish and Italian.
Yeah, you could see it.
I am Spanish and Italian. And so for the longest time I've had this like love for Italy. Like, I don't know what it is. Yeah. Like, have you watched the movie Eat, Love, Pray?
Yes.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Yeah.
So when she goes to Italy, I'm like, yes, like I want to live that life. And so I tell my husband every single day, I'm not meant to live in America. I tell him every day. Today I said it at the market. I was like, I really feel like I'm not meant to live in America. And he's like, where do you want to live? I was like, I'm meant to live in Italy or like in Europe, in Greece. Like, I need to be like that away.
Yes.
And so over a year ago, I was like, I'm going to learn how to speak Italian because I know I'm going to need it one day. I don't know when.
Yes.
Because it's not my job to figure out the how and the when.
Exactly.
I just know my spirit said do it. And so every single day, I practice my Italian on Duolingo. And I am almost at 400 days. And my husband can't believe it. And when he hears the little ding come on my phone, he's like, oh, not that shit again. Yes, that shit again.
Tell us, like, what do you know?
Okay, let me order something. Vorrei una pasta con pomodoro.
You want a pasta with?
Tomatoes.
How do you say
Pomodoro.
Wow.
Is tomatoes. So vorrei means I'd like. So, yeah, so I would love to like be immersed in the actual language and the culture, and I'm sure I'll be like, oh my God, what did they just say? But I actually listen to Italian music as well, like in the car sometimes, just to get like, I speak Spanish, so it's very, very similar, but still different. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I love it.
That's
and I'm
awesome.
Manifesting it. So
it's gonna happen.
It's totally gonna happen.
Summer or winter?
Oh, summer. God.
Yeah.
I hate, honey, my husband is from New York. I lived in New York for 6 years.
Yes.
And every winter, I came back home to LA.
Really?
Yes. I would like come out for like a week at a time. Oh my God. I hate the cold. And now that I'm getting older, I don't know what's happening, but like I hate it even more.
Wow.
So even this morning, it was like 45 degrees. I was like, what the hell?
Bike ride or road trip?
Oh, I like riding bikes. Yeah. And plus my youngest daughter has motion sickness, so we got to get out of the car.
Wow. That's...
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Yep.
Purple, people, purple.
What do you think of my sign?
Yes, I love it. Yes.
When I got it, I was like, Vanessa's gonna
love this. Oh my God. I feel like purple is the best color on the planet.
It is.
So.
It's a great color.
Yes. It's the color of royalty.
Is it?
That's what they say.
Yeah, I love that color.
Yes. I love it.
What's your favorite candy?
Candy. I don't eat a lot of candy, but if I had to pick one, it would be Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Your favorite movie?
Probably Eat, Pray, Love.
Okay.
Or A Walk to Remember.
I don't think I've seen that one.
What? No. With Mandy Moore? Oh my God, I watched that every single day of summer when I was in high school. What? You need to watch it today.
Have you seen The Lake House? With Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves?
Oh, yes.
I love that movie so much.
Yes, I like that one. That one's super cute, too. I love anything romantic.
What about Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah, she's
Catwoman. Oh, yeah, the olden one. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. I love that, too. But I love anything like love story. Like, there's this new movie on Netflix. It's called People We Meet on Vacation. It was actually a book, and they turned it into a movie. I just love it. I told my husband, I was like, I wish I could unwatch it in my brain so I get to rewatch it again for the first time. But I guess it doesn't work like that.
No.
I know. But, yes, I love those.
Your favorite artist? Like music artists?
So I love music, and this is going to be so corny. I love Jason Mraz. So if you listen to his words, I know. That's why it's so funny. I love all music. Really, on the way here, I was listening to Jelly Roll. He's a beautiful soul, by the way. Jelly Roll. And then I was listening to Ja Rule.
Okay.
So I'm eclectic.
Yeah.
But I love Jason Mraz. His songs are so positive. Like, if you listen to the words, it's like, I don't know. Everyone makes fun of me, but I actually took my kids to a Jason Mraz concert during COVID, and they loved it.
Aww.
So, yeah.
Your favorite song?
Oh, I don't have a favorite song. I love like Mark Anthony. I don't know why. I think I'm really missing the fact that like all of like my heritage, I feel like it's gone.
Yeah.
All my grandparents are dead. My dad passed away. My mom lives far away. So it's like all of that, like the Spanishness I miss. So I swear I listen to Mark Anthony every single day because it makes me feel like a little kid. Like Nana has the music on and we're dancing. Yeah. So I don't know. Anything Spanishy.
You know what? I was thinking about that too because my mom, when she would be at home cooking, she would put like a bunch of cumbias and a bunch of music, and then like now it's like I don't hear it.
Yes.
And so I'm like yearning for my culture.
Yes.
Because it's obviously I'm doing a bunch of things. I'm not around it as much. So yeah, it's like I'm yearning for that again.
Yeah. That's literally how I feel every day. I don't know what it is. I think I just like miss everybody.
Yes.
And so I like literally play the shit out of Mark Anthony and Celia Cruz and Gloria Estefan and like anything that feels cultural.
Yes.
You know? So definitely.
Do you have a favorite comedian?
Do I?
Do you watch comedy or no?
Not really. There was this little Cuban guy that he has a new special on Netflix. I forgot his name. Marcelo
Hernandez?
Maybe.
Yes.
He's cute.
Yes.
He's cute. I just watched his special. I don't think I have a favorite comedian. I just like love.
I like him a lot. I actually met him.
Oh, you did?
In 2023, went to San Diego.
Really?
Yeah, we went to go see him because I like him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And he was already on SNL.
Oh, see, I don't even watch any of that stuff, but I did. He was like cute. I mean, I like a good laugh, so I'm just cute. Like, but I don't have like a favorite.
But he's really funny though.
Yeah,
I have that.
And I think also because he's Cuban, so I just like it was like a vibe for me, you know. So
yeah, that is a good one. Your favorite concert?
My favorite concert. So back in the day, I used to be obsessed with the Backstreet Boys, like when I was younger. Yes, that's why I'm saying like it's really I'm like on all genres.
Yeah.
Growing up, my mom took us to like all the Backstreet Boys concerts, and I had Backstreet Boys on all my walls. So it's just like a fond memory of like being young.
Yeah.
This is before like before the internet. Yeah. So we used to have to go to Robinson's May. Do you remember that department store?
Yes.
We would literally sleep in the car.
Yeah.
So we could be in the parking lot. So when Robinson's May opened, we could go and get our Backstreet Boys tickets. And my mom like would get us McDonald's breakfast. So it was just the memory of like being with my god sister, my best friend, and like there was like 7 of us, and we would legit be in my mom's Sequoia and just like waiting and so excited. So probably that.
And then you would get like front row, huh?
We literally, we literally got front row the very first concert we went to. Yeah. It was because back then they did like a raffle system, so they handed out tickets, and my mom's number hit.
That's good.
And I was like, oh my god, this is the
best.
We used
to go to what was it? Was it Blockbuster?
Oh yes.
You would something, and then you would just stand outside, and then it was Ticketmaster, so you would actually go to like a little window and then get your tickets.
I know. See, the internet took away all the good stuff. I know, it made life so boring and isolating.
And then I remember, because I went to go get No Doubt tickets.
Oh gosh.
And I remember I was like, I don't know, 17, and then me and my guy friend were like, we got pit tickets. And we're like, oh my God, we're going to see them so close. And we did. We saw that. But yeah, you're right. They took everything away.
Yeah, they just took away like all the funness of everything. It's like, I understand everything's accessible. Now we're almost lazy.
Yeah.
God forbid, people don't even go to the grocery store anymore by themselves or for themselves. I'm just like, wow. I can't. It's kind of sad. I don't know. I'm not into technology, but let me tell you, we are in the age of Aquarian for astrology. It's going to be a rapid technology. I mean, just how we've seen it, you know, it's moving very, very quickly. I know it's a little scary. I'm like, take me to another planet. Seriously.
What do you think about the planets?
What do you mean? What do I think about them?
Like, do you think there's life in other planets?
Oh my God, like, for sure. I definitely think there's life on other planets, and every day I pray that they would come and get me and take me over there. Like, take me for a ride, honey. Yes, I absolutely believe. I don't believe that the universe would be as big as it is.
Yeah.
Just to put us.
That's what I'm saying.
Us?
Yeah.
We're so boring.
Yeah.
We're so, like, not it. I don't know. I definitely think that there's, like, way better things out there happening. And I wish I could be a part of it.
Do you believe in aliens? And do you believe in Sasquatch? What do you believe in?
I definitely believe in aliens. I don't know too much about Sasquatch. But what is that? Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's Bigfoot.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've done enough investigation into that. But I definitely believe I don't believe in aliens like the way they show it on the TV. Like, you know, with the big head and like the long fingers. I don't know how they look, but I believe that there's different energies that are way light years ahead of us.
Yeah.
I definitely believe that. I think they're fascinating, and I wish that I could have like an extraterrestrial experience in my life before I hit the road.
Yeah, that would
So I feel like that would be amazing. I'm definitely not afraid of it. So,
have you traveled anywhere where like you felt like the frequency or the energy of a place?
So somewhere I've been wanting to go, it's actually on my vision board, is Sedona, because I've had a lot of like friends say how magical it is. Sometimes, I mean, honestly, sometimes I go so deep in my meditations, I feel like I'm somewhere else. So I'm not going to call it a gift, but when I'm deep in meditations and I play like hertz frequencies, I can see the sounds in color.
What's the frequency that you're doing?
So like I'll choose something. So like 528 frequency, like hertz frequency. So it's just like sound bowls, like different sounds. But when I'm like deep in a theta brainwave state, I can see the sound in colors. So I can see colors. I know, it's very weird.
No, I totally understand.
And I don't know what it means.
I'm pretty sure something.
Yeah, I just like see all the sounds. Like I can see all the colors changing when I'm in like that deep meditative state. And I love when I go there. So
I think the first time I experienced that was when we were doing the 30-day mindset challenge. And you told me to do what is it?
Yoga Nidra.
That one.
Yes.
I think that's when I went pretty deep into meditation.
Yeah. And so I feel like that should be everyone's goal every day. Every day we should be trying to get into a theta brainwave state. I really do. Because that is how you ultimately like relax your body, especially if you're someone who deals with like a lot of stress or you're around a lot of people. I think it's so important to like tell your body that you're safe. And it's not enough to just say it. You have to like your body has to feel it.
And I feel like you have to be in tune with that, because some of us are just go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And I think once you do start doing the healing work, that's when you understand, like, okay, I need to step back and I need to, like, get myself together, you know?
And it takes time. People always tell me, like, I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to meditate. It's because you don't know how to stop. Mm-hmm. You don't know how to be still. Mm-hmm. That's your problem. You live in a world that awards your movement, your hecticness. Mm-hmm. Like someone who's like, oh, I did this, this, and this. You're like, wow, she's so amazing. It's actually not. It's actually kind of sad when I see that you didn't take any time to center yourself in your day, that you felt the need to perform all day long.
But some people don't know other than performing.
Because they don't take the time to learn. Right. And I feel like that's why I'm here, to show you that there is another way to live, that there is other possibilities. Some people are very realist. They're very logical. Like, if it don't make dollar, it don't make sense. That's how a lot of people's perspectives are. I just don't agree with that. I feel like there's a lot more to understand and to feel in stillness. Mm-hmm. But people get anxiety when they're still. They don't know what to do. But that's why people bite their nails. That's why they drink. That's why they smoke. So imagine a world where people knew how to just stop and breathe. People don't even know how to breathe.
Yeah, I know. I was learning that.
People are like constantly like shallow breaths, shallow, fast breaths. Yeah. Like people don't even know how to. Even doing that is like, oh, it's so refreshing.
Yes. That's very true.
Yeah. So I feel bad for people who don't know how. I just want to help as many people as I can. Mm-hmm. Literally everywhere I go, this is what I talk about. I don't even know how to go to a party and not talk about this kind of stuff. I'm like, I am that friend that talks about this everywhere she goes. I'm like, ooh, Vanessa.
So what inspired you to make that journal?
After my dad died. After my dad died, I was like, I need to make something. Mm-hmm. So in my journal, I also showed people how to make a vision board.
Right.
And in here, I provided a check, because I'm really big on that, like writing yourself a check, because money's important. We live on Earth, and you need money to survive, right? So I created a check. Where are you? Here.
You'll see it.
Oh. Yes. So...
You can share it.
So literally, I provided the check so people could cut it out and they could put it on their vision board. And I tell you how to like actually make it. And I put as the check number 2222 for my dad. Like that was my like homage to him, to just say like this was like in dedication of him, because my dad actually thought I was a witch. When I started reading astrology and doing all that stuff, he would say, Vanessa Christine, I sent you to a Christian school and now you're a witch. He thought that astrology and everything was like witchcraft.
Yeah.
And I come from Hispanic parents, so like we're Catholic. And then I went to, Christian school. So he was like, what are you doing? He said, the Bible says. I'm like, yeah, Dad, they use astrologers in the Bible. So I just thought it was kind of funny, So I made this. And also, like I told you, I've been journaling since I was 9. Mm-hmm. I didn't make this to make a buck. I really made this because I literally journal every single day. Every day I write down what my day was like, how I felt, who I interacted with, what I want to do. So it really is just, I created it for me.
Yeah.
For myself.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, I bet other people would love this. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And I tried to make it as functional as possible. That's why it has spirals. That way you can write nicely without it, like, being all, good, thick paper. I actually think I did a really good job.
I do, too. You have, like, book recommendations.
Yeah, there's so much inside. The little cute corner protectors. I was like, yeah, so that way it doesn't get messed up, So a lot of, like, thought went into it. And yeah, I'm really, to actually make something in your brain and then to have it in real life, I was like, oh, I'm kind of cool. Like, that was kind of cool that I did that.
Yeah.
So
it's working for me.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Yes. And I'm proud that you did do that.
Thank you.
You know?
And I always consider myself the not creative type. So it was like a big deal that I did that.
Well, you did a great job.
Thank you. And my little cute pen.
Yes.
With the crystals inside. So yeah.
Did you want to share any last messages?
My last final thoughts. I hope that in this podcast, I hope that someone who's never thought about astrology, who's never thought about their mindset, has like an epiphany by listening to our conversation, that just even ask themselves like, what could I do to better myself today?
Yeah.
What can I do to improve my life? Mm-hmm. How can I help someone else? How can I be more grateful? I hope that this conversation inspires someone to just think about their thoughts, to think about their emotions, just 1% more. That's it. Just 1% more, because imagine if you improved 1% every day.
Yeah.
Every day in a year. 365% better.
Right.
That's amazing. And all it requires is just a little bit of effort every single day. So if we could help someone out there look at themselves, be accountable to like be a better person for them and for the world, I feel like we did our job. I feel proud of us for like bringing it to them. I do.
No, I believe for sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your social handles?
Yes. So I'm very trying to get better at creating more content on Instagram. But my Instagram handle is magically vibrational. Again, I really try to just make videos when I feel inspired. I'm really not here to like gas anyone or gaff or scam or make things that's popular. It's just like not my thing. I just really like speak from my heart, or even things that I'm going through personally.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Maybe I would have more followers. Maybe I would be booking more readings if I did those types of things. But I'm really happy with the people that I get to interact with and the people that I get to help. And I just trust my journey.
That's great.
Thank you. And thank you for having me.
And no, thank you for coming on the podcast.
I just feel so honored to be here. This was so fun.
Yes.
Actually, like this was actually like fun. I liked it. Yeah.
I
now I want to do this every day.
You can come back for part 2.
Yes, I love this. Thank you.
In conclusion, any more final thoughts?
Just keep believing. Just keep believing in yourself, in the world. Just keep showing up every single day, because you never know what could happen. Literally, your life could change in an instant, but you have to believe. You have to believe it.
Yeah.
For there to be a chance, you have to believe it. So I just say, just keep going. Aww. And have fun.
Yes.
Enjoy. I know they want to make life feel really serious, but just try to enjoy as much as you can.
Yeah, that's great. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
And thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a good
next
night.
time.
Bye.